Hi there guys, welcome to episode 6 of the phone box series where I take a look at old phones that I have in my possession. Today we're going to look at the LG GD510 Pop, which was a mobile phone by LG released in October 2009. It was more or less the successor to the very popular LG Cookie, which many people will have remembered. This one might not have been as popular as the LG Cookie back in that time, but it was still a decent phone. And I remember getting this for Christmas myself of that year, 2009. So I'm going to power the phone up. There's a little on button at the top here. So it's like on and off and lock. There's a little lanyard slot at the top left. This must have been something I set years ago. On the left hand side we've got our volume rocker set up and down. This was a micro USB charge, so it's got a micro USB slot there. There's just a microphone hole on the bottom, and then on the right hand side of the phone there's a camera capture button there. Let's just lock this. On the back there is a 3 megapixel camera with no flash whatsoever. Did video at 320p at 15 frames per second. If we slide down on the back, this released the back cover, which was actually a bit flimsy, I can't lie. Very, very flimsy indeed. Just a really thin plastic on that one. I think I got bored in a science class once and scratched all of the battery foil for some reason, but yeah. So here you've got a SIM card slot, and then there's space here for your micro SD card slot. This is a bit flimsy in itself because you used to have to push to release, and then it flaps up like that, so it wasn't the most secure. Yeah, it's kind of broken. Let's just put that back like that. So SIM card there, micro SD there. Your battery is removable. This battery was 900 milliamp hours. It was just a simple slide up to put the back on. You could easily like accidentally remove the back. It wasn't the most it's not properly. Wasn't the most foolproof back cover, I don't think, because you can easily just undo it. As you can see, I'm having a bit of a fight to get it back on, but there we go. So because I took the battery out, I'm just booting it up again. Now, to unlock this phone, it was you can either click this little one button here or the lock button on the top, and it would show your screen, and then it was a click and hold to unlock the device. Now, this phone doesn't have 3G, or it didn't. I know 3G has been switched off in the UK and around the world, but it was just a GSM device, so 2G only for data. It wasn't a smartphone. It had Java applications for things like Facebook and Twitter. So yeah, it was quite a limited phone, but back in the day, that's what you expected. It's what was normal. So on the front screen, there were some little kind of widget things that you could kind of move around. And then a few little bits up here. You had the middle bit, which was a status summary with the time, your network, how high the battery is, the storage, the SIM, and your sound, play music, and also Bluetooth settings. And then you could swipe through to different windows, I think, on the front. So this is people's mobile numbers that you could just click on and ring. And then swiping over again, you get another home screen. This was just a little noughts and crosses one. And then if you click the people, you get a row of different people you can ring. So they're the 3 home screen kind of things that this phone had. So along the bottom we have our call dial. So that's that. We had our contacts. It's going to tell me there's no SIM card, so it can't really do anything, but I did have some contacts in there. You can click onto your messages, and this right one is your menu button. The phone had a singular button at the bottom which illuminates according to what action it'd like to do, where it is, if that makes any sense. So for example, on the home screen there's nowhere to go away from that, so if you clicked it would go onto your calls. So for example, if I go on menu, that's going to go red because it's not going to do anything other than go back. So it'll illuminate according to the action that it's going to take, which was quite good. So let's have a look around the menus of this phone. And by the way, just like a lot of the other devices I've reviewed in this phone box series, it's absolutely tiny. Like I said, 3-inch screen, but the actual thing itself is just, I mean, I can just wrap it up in my hands. It's really not a big device whatsoever. So going on to the menu, the first page we've got is communication, and in there we've got our contacts, recent call history, messages, email, dialing, contact search, speed dials, and new messages. So it's quite a simple menu. There's only these 4 tabs. Next one down is our media, so camera, gallery, my stuff, music, games and apps, FM radio, video camera, and movie studio, which will have been like a little video editing suite. If we go on the camera, I will take a picture because it did actually have 42 megabytes of internal memory, unlike some of the other ones that I have reviewed where they couldn't take a picture at all without a memory card on. So let me just take a picture of the Xbox remote like I usually do, and then I can show you it. So there's a vinyl behind it, a bit of a desktop screen, and a Xbox remote. So 3 megapixel camera. Yeah, it was all right for back then. Let me go into games and apps and see if there was anything in that. Brain Challenge, Diamond and Thompson something. I don't remember any of these particularly. Yeah, they're all Java kind of games. I think they're more demos. Yeah, they're not actual games. Game Loft. It's not particularly working either, so we'll leave that for now. Next tab down, we have got the utilities. So we've got the web browser, a Google search, we've got alarms. I wonder what alarms I had set back in 2009. 6:35 and 7. Can't imagine me ever getting up at those times, but that's what's in there. Organizer, memo, voice recorder, drawing panel, and tools. Let's have a look at a voice recorder, that could be interesting.
Message received.
That's weird how it goes to 31 volume. It did. So these are just some LG sounds because I don't have any music saved to it. So the speaker was actually alright when it was just playing. Anyway, that's enough of that. Drawing panel was interesting. I think this is, I mean, it didn't come with a stylus like the LG Cookie did, so there's no stylus built into it, but you could do some sort of drawing bits on it. So I do have a little stylus from a Nokia N series, which I can do some drawing on. So let's see, does it go that way? I don't think it does. It does lock quite quickly. I might need to change them settings. Oh, I think that's off. Might need calibrating this, you know. Should we try do some calibration? Yeah, I think it needs a calibration after all these years because it's a bit off. I think some of it isn't working because that's just frozen. Okay, it's not going to let us calibrate for some reason. The Beauty letters. So it's really strange that this one's not letting us, but oh well. Okay, let's go back to that little drawing panel. I'll see what I can do. That's as good as it's going to get for now. So yeah, that's quite good. It's a bit like the Nintendo Pixar chat thing, where you can just draw your own little thing. So that kept me entertained in school when I wasn't listening. Yeah. And then we've just got the settings like profile, screen settings, phone settings, call settings, Bluetooth, touchscreen, connectivity, and message settings. Obviously, not being a smartphone, it didn't have anything like Wi-Fi. It did have Bluetooth. Yeah, there was no 3.5mm earphone jack, so it was just via the micro USB that's there. I remember really vividly wanting this phone so much because I never had the Beauty myself. That's interesting. I've just realised it works in both orientations as well. So you can kind of use it this way too. Okay. I'm going to try do some typing on it. I don't think it'll let me do messaging because I don't have a SIM in, but if I go to memo, I found one from 2009. I got this phone on the 6th of December for Christmas lols. So yeah, I got this phone on the 6th of December 2009, if anyone's interested. Let me add a memo. Oh, okay, so it's come up as like a T9. I wonder if it does a QWERTY if we turn it this way. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's tiny. 3-inch screen. Let's try type. Oh, not a chance. Nothing's even happening. Yeah, that's well off. It'd need calibrating, but it's just not working, is it? So, yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to work. Let me try the T9, see if that works. Yeah, I think the screen's a bit shot, I think. Also, just to make you aware that I have also done videos on the Phonebox series on some other lovely nostalgic devices. So if you are interested in any of these other ones that I'm showing on the screen now, make sure you go onto my channel. There is a Phonebox playlist, but you can also just find them on the channel. So yeah, we've got some Sony Ericssons, another LG, which is the Beauty. We've got a few Blackberries as well. So make sure to check them out if you haven't already. But yeah, that's more or less everything for this LG Pop. Let me know if you had one of these, what your thoughts are on it. And if you like the series, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.